That is actually a tough one. It really is. I think I have to go Henderson. I think I have to. No, I think I have to. Maybe based on the last year, Torreira started last season good, and then it kind of leveled out. Henderson, Torreira got better.
Torreira started last season great.
No, he did. And then leveled out. Well, let's say leveled out as in it went down to his level because he's not great. He's just a good player.
Yeah.
But Henderson got better as the season went on, culminating, into the latter stages when they needed to win Champions League, etc. I have to go Henderson.
I don't even know if he did. I wouldn't say Henderson got better as the season went on. I wouldn't even say Henderson got. He just was. He was the same all season, man.
No, I think he got better.
No, Naby Keita, no.
No, man. But I would have had Naby Keita over Henderson.
Alright. Combined 11 time. Liverpool, Arsenal, combined 11. I'm going to start off.
Hold on.
Wait. Are we doing available players or even unavailable players? Because certain men will get into certain teams and they're injured and things.
I'm going to go with everyone that's on the squad. That's in the squad.
And are we basing this on 4 or are we basing this on quality?
Based on what you want. Based on what you want.
I can't base it on 4 matches, 2 games in.
I'm going Liverpool 11. That's my combined 11.
I don't blame you.
So that's that. Oh, that's yours.
Yeah, I've got a few things to dispute about that 11 actually. Squad's good, don't get me wrong. Squad's good, but I feel like could do squad's good. It's a good combined 11. And the bench will be decent as well. But I feel like there's some adjustment needs to be made in that combined 11, man.
Alright,
wait, was you being serious?
Well, I mean, when we go through it, you're gonna realise that I'm not too far from a Liverpool 11.
No, I know, but was you joking? Was you being serious?
Partly joking, but I'm partly serious. We're keeping it 100. But what formation we going with first and foremost? What 4-3-3?
Well, for me, you always have to go with the better team's formation, which is 4-3-3.
Okay.
I know Arsenal play 4-2-3-1, but unfortunately they're the worst team, so they don't get the choice of 4-2-3-1.
Thanks for the clarity there.
How do you know? We told you we were the worst team. It's 2019 season, bro. Top of the league.
Champions League winner.
Both teams top of the league, fighting for the title.
One's on an international treble or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but one's set to win an international tournament this season.
What's he doing there? Goalkeeper.
Alisson, there's no question.
Yep, Alisson.
Yeah, Alisson. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Left back. So we've got Robertson, Moria, Kolasinac, or Tierney.
Robertson.
Okay.
Best left back. Yeah.
Take that.
Yeah.
Centre back.
Van Dijk.
No, obviously everyone will have Van Dijk in.
Yeah.
Now the other centre back.
It's got to be Matip.
I'm going Socrates.
I'm going Gomez. Why Socrates? Why not Luis?
I'm basing it on who I think is. I'm not really going on
anything
on a partnership. I'm going to go on like who would suit. I'm just going on who I think is the next best centre back. I think Gomez is gonna be. I think he's gonna be sick, but I just feel like he's not. I personally wouldn't have him. I wouldn't even have him in my Liverpool squad right now. I feel like Matip's probably the better defender. But Socrates for me, out of all of those defenders, I'd rather have at the back. Commanding, big, huge, wins the headers, goes in for tackles. For me, I think he's the better defender out of the rest. Apart from Van Dijk, obviously, yeah. And David Luiz, it's a toss up between them two, really. I think Socrates is actually a better defender than David Luiz. I think David Luiz is better on the ball.
Is he a better centre back than David? Because he's saying better defender, but
yeah, I think
obviously the centre back position, especially these days, is not just about defending. So as a centre back, if you had to choose one, who would you pick?
Yeah, Socrates. I think David Luiz. If the only attribute I'd give him over Socrates is his ability on the ball. But I think as an actual centre back, what I want from my centre back, Socrates just flips it for me.
No, I'm cool with that. I just said Gomez because you two said different. I said different, so I'm cool with Socrates. I think like for me, when you play next to Van Dijk, it sometimes can mask your own deficiencies.
Yeah.
Like Matip wasn't half the player. I say half, it's a bit harsh, but he wasn't the player that he looks like next to Van Dijk before that. Gomez, to be fair, is always looked good when I've seen him even for England, but he even looks better next to Van Dijk.
Yeah.
So then someone like Luis, I'm like, well, he was next to Van Dijk. Because like, it's like when Brazil were playing the World Cup, next to Thiago Silva, them two were sick. Soon as Thiago Silva got injured, David was all over the place, 7-1 to Germany, isn't it? But yeah, you said as an individual, just I don't, Socrates is fine by me. Right back, Trent, of course.
Trent.
Yeah.
Bellerin.
Ramon.
We're not doing
Come
this.
on, we're serious. We're on the camera. We're live.
What's the problem? I actually don't understand the problem.
No, they can see us.
What, is it
It's recorded.
Is it the Socrates issue? You still got issues? Listen, he's a good
I'm not talking
defender.
about Socrates. Trent Alexander-Arnold, the right back.
No. So Bellerin.
Bellerin? How?
I think Bellerin's better than Trent Alexander-Arnold right now. Right
In what dimension?
now.
Based on what?
Based on what I've seen of Bellerin and what I've seen of Trent over the past 3 years or whatever, however long.
I say 2 years. Better out of Trent, 2 years.
3 years.
It's about 2.
What do you mean?
Trent's only been around for about 2 years.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not my fault, is it? I've been watching Bellerin for 5 years, but it's not my fault.
In the last 2 years, Trent has been better than Bellerin.
Trent was better than Bellerin last year.
Which is at least half of the 2 years I'm talking about.
And the other half was Bellerin, isn't it?
What? But Bellerin ain't been... No.
Yeah,
I think you lot just gas up Bellerin because your other options are so poor. Nate Mayer now. Bellerin gets put on his pedestal.
Nah. I think opposite. I think...
Better than Bellerin.
I think...
Was.
Do you know how trash the guy is?
No, he's not trash because you wanted him, man. You were begging for him for 5 years, bro. You wanted him at Barcelona. We need a right back. Why are you playing Sergio Roberto? Why are you bringing somebody that we should have bought Bellerin? Now he's telling me he's trash. Now he's telling me he's trash. Tables have turned now, haven't they?
Good job we didn't.
No, you still need him. You still walk into your team, bro. Who's your right back right now?
Semedo's better than him.
Oh, please. Semedo.
Yeah, Semedo's
What,
better
second choice Portuguese right back to Cancelo? No way. But listen, Bellerin's a good defender.
What's he better? What is he better at? Better than Trent at?
Well,
Because he ain't better than going forward.
pace for sure. Like he would destroy Trent in the race. Guys, super speed Mario, wherever that guy is, supersonic speed. Yeah, so like pace, acceleration.
Struggling there.
And but you know what? Bellerin's pace for me is his best attribute. Because it gets him out of every
only
situation.
attribute.
That's what I'm saying about Walcott.
A Walker.
Yeah, but the thing is, Walcott has to produce at the end of it. If he doesn't produce, he just looks trash. Bellerin doesn't have to score goals, but his pace gets not just him, but his other defenders out of critical situations. I actually think if you put Bellerin in Liverpool's back four, you're not going to see a massive. If anything, you're going to see an improvement defensively.
But how can you really get better than what they did defensively last season? They were the best defensive side in the world.
Would it be even better than that? It'd be even better than they were the best.
No, it was the best. That's just reality. That's a fact. But what Bellerin offers, not Bellerin, what Trent offers going forward, massively outweighs what Bellerin does compared to what Bellerin offers going back compared to Trent. Is Bellerin that much better a defender than Trent?
He's not
compared
even,
to how.
He's not even better defensively.
Well, I don't.
It's only because he's quicker that he can cover. He can cover more distance in a quicker time. But if you're talking about a man's positioning,
that kind of stuff, tackling.
You say Trent's better than Bellerin?
No, you're not saying that.
I'm saying
Bellerin is
always out of position. The only reason why. Wait,
no, but
Trent is always out of position.
Trent's not. What I'm saying is because Bellerin has far more pace than Trent, he can get himself out of more situations than Trent can because he can sprint back at a quicker distance.
Yeah.
It's the same with Kyle Walker when we see some of those explosive plays. He can get himself out of certain situations that a lot of right backs can't.
And that's why Kyle Walker's one of the best right backs in the world.
But defensively, as in, we're talking about defensive attributes, he is...
He's talking about Philip Lahm, defensively. There was no better fullback than Philip Lahm, defensively. He's positioning, being where he needs to be, man marking, everything, tackling, never seen a red card in his career.
Bellerin is as out of position as Trent.
Yeah.
No.
It's just that he can recover it.
No, he's not.
All the time.
He is
The guy's
not.
missing.
Where are you getting this from, bro? He's not. His pace helps him. His pace helps him, but he's not always out of position.
But the average Trent always out of position.
A lot more than Bellerin. And we're seeing that already this season. 2 games in, man are calling for him to be dropped and Gomez to be put out.
It's only because... And if Bellerin was at Liverpool, it would be the same thing. They would be asking him to go forward and attack, i.e. therefore he didn't get caught out of position. And he doesn't have...
No, because the pace will help him, so he'll be back there.
No, he'll get...
And Trent's struggling to get back. Bellerin will be there. Zoom, zoom.
You may get back, but... he was out of position in the first place. So in terms of defense attributes, marking, positioning, tackling even, they're just on
No, Bellerin's better.
Bellerin's better.
It's not even...
But it's not, even if he is better, it's not to the extent of which Trent's attacking is better than Bellerin's.
No.
Bellerin's attacking, Trent's attacking is that much better that Bellerin's defending will make up for it.
It depends what you want in your fullback. Because I don't necessarily need my defenders, but personally, as myself, I'm not Jurgen Klopp, but Jurgen Klopp uses his fullbacks in that specific reason to get there, to be whipping the balls in. And that's cool. I'm cool with that. And Trent going forward, I can't even question it. His crossing is for a right back is unbelievable. He's brilliant. But the way that Arsenal play, that's not necessarily the attributes that we need in our right backs and left backs to be getting forward and putting in the world class balls in, because that's just not how we play. That's not our system. But the way Klopp plays, Robertson and Trent are key in that.
Combined 11.
And our combined 11, we don't need that because...
Which manager are we picking?
We're picking...
The best manager.
The best manager.
Klopp.
Unai.
Well, look, me and Kyle are saying Trent. You're saying Bellerin.
Yeah.
So you lose.
Fight in my corner, man. And we'll see, innit? We'll see. But the thing is what I'm saying is that I think Trent will easily end up being better than Bellerin come the end of their career.
Because he already is, yeah.
But right now, I need to see more from Trent. I need to see more from Trent.
I need to see more from Bellerin.
But you know what it is, yeah?
I can't just quit.
If Trent didn't have his attacking abilities, we wouldn't be raving about him at all defensively. Like we wouldn't. We're just talking about him being a great defender because he's so good at tackling. It's so hidden it's so hidden that people think that he's so good defensively because of how good he is.
No. We're not saying that. We're not saying that he's good defensively. We're saying the right back.
Yeah, and he's a good right back. It's the same thing when we were talking about Dani Alves. Dani Alves at Barcelona. The guy was one of the best in the world. No one ever said he was the most amazing fullback, defending or defensively. But Barcelona played a system where they needed him to get up, and that man was phenomenal going forward. One of the best we'd ever seen for a right back, and he was one of the best right backs in the world. But no one said he was an amazing defender. It's the same with Trent. I mean, the guy got 13 Premier League assists last season. Yeah. And you saying you want to see more from him.
But I'm not talking about attacking. I've said this so many times. I'm not talking about attacking. I don't care if you got 15 assists last season. But if you're conceding 15 goals, I'm not saying he is, but if you're conceding 15 goals, because he's got world-class defenders next to him. Of course he's not going to concede that. He's got the best defender in the centre-back. He's got the best left-back in the league. And one of the best goalkeepers in the league. It's going to be okay. Your defensive capabilities are going to be missed out. And that's what I'm saying. We're 2 games in. You're telling me Timo Pukki is schooling him already. Like, I'm just saying, yeah. We go a bit over the top with Trent because he's so good at going forward, and he gets hidden. And maybe I'm even just trying to make the point that we need to just be a bit wary when we talk about Alonso. We were raving about Alonso in Conte's team going forward. He was in the team of the year. He was in the team of the year.
But even the difference there was that he was a wing back. Yeah. So the going forward part was probably even more important than
but then all of a sudden, where not everyone's getting out of the team, get Emerson in, because all of a sudden he's not getting forward anymore. So now he's not getting forward anymore because they don't play 5 at the back. Oh, the guy's trash. He can't do nothing. But building him, and 2 years ago he was the best left back in the league. All of a sudden, he's one of the worst. He's not even the best in Chelsea.
Final question on this, as we, the position is secured.
Yeah.
What is Bellerin good at?
I told you he's.
He
was quicker. His pace is his best attribute. His pace is his best attribute.
Okay. What is he good at? So you're saying he's just good at running? That's what you're saying he's good at?
What you're asking me, I say his pace. He's at pace, his acceleration, his sprint speed. He's saying all the same thing. No, the different category. The different category.
What's he actually good at, footballing wise? Is he good at defending? Is he good at attacking? Is he good at crossing? Does he get goals? Does he cover it? Yeah, I don't know. What is he good at?
He's good at running.
Okay, that's it.
That's his best attribute. Like,
back to my first point. The guy's trash.
He's not trash though.
If you're telling me all the guy can do is run, Ramon.
No, I'm not saying that's all he can do. I'm saying it's his best. I'm saying it's his best attribute. Like Trent's best attribute is crossing.
Okay.
But Bellerin's best attribute.
Okay. And what's not his best? What's his second best?
Tackling, interception, marking, defending. All right, going forward, he's good. But he's not great. He's good.
All right,
he's not
back.
great.
And going back,
his tackling is good. His marking is good. His positioning could be better.
So he's just good, average to good to average.
He's good.
Just good.
Yeah.
And what's Trent?
He's good as well.
Just good.
Yeah, but just Bellerin's just that.
But I would say Trent's more than good because his attacking is world class for a right back. His attacking is world class for a right back. His defending is average. You put best and you put that together.
Best.
Well,
I mean, get good.
But I'm only judging these players based on their peak and his best season, which was last year. His attacking is world class. His defending is average.
His attacking is great.
His attacking is world class.
His attacking is great.
He's the best attacking fullback in the world right now.
His attacking is great. His attacking
is world class. His defending is average. You put it together, it's a very good right back.
It's good.
You just said you didn't want to see.
No, but do you know what? Do you know the reason I say it's good? The man has got levels to go on, and I think he's going to become the best right back in the world. But I don't want to just all of a sudden be like, oh yeah, he's very good right now. Then for me, he's good. He's good defender.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We move. I love Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Who's that?
Midfield. All right, start with defensive midfielder. If we're doing three in the middle, who got defensive?
Fabinho.
I got Fabinho. Okay. It's funny. I heard Talk Sport. Laura Woods was doing her combined 11, and she ended up with Wijnaldum and
defensive midfielder.
Well, it was a 4-2-3-1. So Wijnaldum and what is Ceballos? Yeah, Ceballos in the middle. And I'm thinking, all right, so who's doing the defending part? But anyway, so the other two, who we going with the other two? You have Fabinho. What's the options? Milner, Henderson, Ceballos, Keita, Wijnaldum, Oxlade, Xhaka, Torreira,
Guendouzi, Willock.
What?
Willock. Joe Willock.
So who we go with?
I will personally go Fabinho, Torreira, and Wijnaldum.
Fabinho, Torreira? So you got kind of two defensive midfielders.
I'm going with Fabinho.
I think Torreira can play very good in CM if he had a defensive midfielder behind him.
Fabinho, Wijnaldum, and Henderson.
Oh please!
I'm going for Fabinho, Wijnaldum. Have we all got Wijnaldum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is it's not an easy one,
Don't think the guy's thinking Oxlade.
No, you done, man. His career finished. Xhaka.
That guy is dreadful.
But so is Henderson.
Henderson is sick, man.
Sick where?
Please.
So, I would have Torreira. For me, it's Torreira or Fabinho. I wouldn't have both.
You can play him CM.
You can, but
he's good. What? He's better than the others in CM. Tell me Henderson's better than Torreira as a CM. No, man.
Henderson is levels,
No, he's not.
He's sick.
Henderson Henderson levelling off.
I rate Henderson.
Torreira,
Why?
does he even get an Arsenal team?
Yeah, he does. He just come from Copper. Let him come back, innit?
You didn't have him on your team for the Liverpool game.
What?
You think that you're going to go with Guendouzi or something?
Yeah, I think that's what Emery's going to do. But for me,
So does him get an Arsenal team? For a big game.
yeah, because Emery loves a Guendouzi, bro. He loves him.
Says it all about Torreira, don't it?
Says all about Emery.
That is actually a tough one. It really is. I think I have to go Henderson. I think I have to. No, I think I have to. Maybe based on the last year, Torreira started last season good, and then it kind of leveled out. Henderson, Torreira got better.
Torreira started last season great.
No, he did.
And then
And
leveled out.
well, let's say leveled out as in it went down to his level because he's not great. He's just a good player.
Yeah.
But Henderson got better as the season went on, culminating, into the latter stages when they needed to win Champions League, etc. I have to go Henderson.
I don't even know if he did.
No,
I wouldn't say Henderson got better as the season went on. I wouldn't even say Henderson got. He just was. His tenure was the same all season, man.
No, I think he got
No,
better.
no Naby Keita, no.
Nah, man. But I'll have Naby Keita over Henderson as a CM.
No.
See, the thing is,
I'll have Naby
the
Keita
thing
over
is,
Henderson.
if I could guarantee Leipzig Naby Keita,
Yeah.
but I can't because we've had a season and he hasn't produced that, so I can't back that. That maybe the Bundesliga it's just a level below the Premier League. So yeah, I couldn't back.
I
Naby
could
Keita.
never have Henderson over Torreira.
I think
I
would.
just can't, man.
In that position, because I see Torreira more defensive.
The thing is, he actually isn't actually like a sitting DM. The way when he came on against Burnley, my mum was up there with Ceballos, and he had 2 shots in that game towards the end of the game against Spurs when he burst through, banging that goal from the edge of the box. Nah, he's not just. He's more than just a DM.
Fair enough.
More than just a DM, man. But
Well, I said Liverpool 11. I gave you Papa Stopoulos, and that's what you're gonna get. Front three. Salah.
Man, Firmino, I can't sell.
I think you have to go Salah, Mane. I think you have to go Firmino.
absolutely no way Firmino gets in There's no way. There's no way Firmino is better striker than Aubameyang.
Okay, no. Who's a better player?
Aubameyang.
Better player?
Aubameyang.
Firmino's a better player.
Aubameyang.
Firmino's a better player.
How is Firmino better than
Firmino's
Aubameyang?
better.
How? What? What is he better?
Everything.
In what?
Overall.
In what?
Link play.
Everything except one attribute, and that's
Go
score.
That's it.
Oh, he's faster than Aubameyang, yeah? He's stronger than Aubameyang, yeah?
I mean, no. But the thing is,
bro.
Ramon, you're saying he's not okay. He might not be fast or stronger, but the role that he needs to do with Salah and
Which
Mane.
is striker.
No, that's not the role he needs to do. Because you got Salah and Mane as your main goal scorers.
Right.
If you got if Aubameyang plays in that Liverpool team, for example, in that front three,
Yeah, they win the Premier League.
Salah and
They win the Premier League.
Mane
They
score
win the
less
Premier
goals.
League.
Salah Mane score less.
They
goals.
win the Premier League.
No.
They win the
It's not
Premier
guaranteed. Salah and Mane score less goals. Firmino is the reason why them two are laying men like they are.
You just ain't seen Aubameyang with them. That's all it is.
Aubameyang
is a leng man.
But we've seen, put it this,
Lengers.
Lacazette would suit Liverpool as in a replacement for Firmino more than Aubameyang would. Lacazette ain't better than Aubameyang as a striker, but just that by them playing for Arsenal, you can see that what a Lacazette would offer to Liverpool is much more.
But what are we doing there? Because it's not a Liverpool. It's not a Liverpool team.
It's a combined level.
We're talking about who the better players in that position. So you're telling me we're choosing a right wing, which is a 4-3-3, which a right wing or right centre, which is Salah, a left wing, which is Mane, and a striker.
Well, you're saying striker. I'm saying a man playing through the middle. So it could be a
But it's a 4-3-3.
I'm calling them 3 forwards. I'm picking the best player, and I think Firmino's a better player than
I think he's a better player. He's a better footballer.
No, it's not.
Aubameyang is a better goal scorer. But that's it.
No.
Firmino's a better footballer.
No. Being footballer is a...
Overall.
Now listen, but as a footballer, right? If you're a striker, yeah? Listen to me. Well, listen to me first. If you're a striker, yeah? Your aim is to be in a position to score goals, yeah?
Not this striker.
Not this striker, no.
If you're a striker, I'm not talking about a centre forward or a false 9, I'm talking about a striker, a number 9, I'm up top. Not a false 9, not a position that you make up on FM and you pull a man back a bit.
You just make up, it's real life.
A striker, I'm talking about a striker. Then Aubameyang is one of the best strikers in the Premier League.
I agree.
So he has to get into that squad.
The same way you tried to bring in Bellerin.
But
What did you say? What do you want from your right back?
Yeah.
Now, what do I want from my front three? I want Salah and Mane banging goals. How do I get that? By having Firmino.
Yeah, see,
Lacazette. I mean, Aubameyang is on the shoulder. He wants the balls from Salah and Mane, which means Salah and Mane ain't getting the balls.
They'll do that anyway. You think them three ain't banging in 60 goals between them next season? But I said this to someone earlier on today. If Liverpool have Aubameyang, they win the league. They win the league.
But Salah and Mane don't score the same amount of goals they do.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Of course, Aubameyang will score double.
Double what?
Double the amount of goals that Salah would have scored. Bro, Aubameyang is too sick, bro. He's too sick.
Aubameyang is a brilliant goal scorer.
He's a brilliant striker. Forget goal scorer. He's a brilliant striker. Nah, the thing is, I don't even have any doubt. It's not like the Bellerin one. He's like, oh, I see your point. I literally cannot see any way Firmino is a better footballer than Aubameyang.
Of course he is.
Wait, what does Firmino do that's better than Aubameyang?
Link play.
In what sense? Lacazette is one of the best I've seen as a partnership for how long?
As in coming deep, getting the ball, bringing others into play, creating that space. Aubameyang is a striker, but he's a selfish striker. He does the job of a number 9.
Are you mad? Him and Lacazette link up, man. What are we talking about?
When he's pushed out to the left.
No, when you played 5-3-2 last season, the whole season, we played 2 at the top.
But that's a two-man partnership. He's still playing as a number 9. In this front three, I don't want a number 9.
But I'm giving you the example of him playing as a link-up man with 2 up top. But then you're telling me, but out wide. But I'm telling you, but if you put him up top,
in a one.
Yes.
If you go in a 1, he is goals.
Yes.
He's not looking to bring it Mane and Salah.
Of course he will, because he's not. He would do that cash.
No, he wouldn't.
Of course he will, bruv.
No, he wouldn't.
Oh man,
that's not his game.
What do you mean it's not his game?
Because this man, I've seen even the Newcastle game.
Yeah.
He just on the shoulder, waiting for that chance. So the man sometimes ain't even in the game. Then he's in the game, boom, get the chance, go. Firmino's always in the game. Always. And if Aubameyang plays where he's not in the game, and he comes alive just when the ball gets to the final third, that's what I'm talking about when I say selfish. He's about the goal. I'm not saying he doesn't pass to anyone, not a greedy striker. I mean, he's your more of a traditional number 9. I'm going to play within the width of the 18-yard box, and I'm going to play on the shoulder last defender. And he'll run in behind and he'll get the goals. But where did Mane and Salah fit into that?
They'll get the goals as well.
They're not. They're going to have to stay out wide and feed them.
You're getting on like, Aubameyang's there, Salah and Mane will just become like right wingers. And no, bro. Then all 3 of them will combine and score goals. You said you've never seen a front 3 where Messi and Suarez, because Suarez is there, Messi can't score goals. Because Suarez is a number 9 striker who bangs goals. Suarez bangs. How many goals has Suarez banged in the league? 30 goals. But Messi scored 45.
But why I say it's different.
But Suarez is the main number 9 striker.
But Messi drops all the way back to the halfway line. It's completely different. Whereas Salah and Mane, right, they're literally playing on the shoulder as well. But they can play a bit more narrow because they have Trent and Robertson.
Yes,
they come wide. So they can come a bit more narrow infield, right? And Firmino will drop deep. Firmino drops deep and he links up play. Aubameyang would never do that.
Firmino literally
Aubameyang would be right
like
up
number
there.
10.
It'd be right up there in their way. The cross will come in and Aubameyang's there snuffing out.
It's not in their way. It's an additional, bro. You're going to like my man just telling everyone get out of the way because I'm here. He's not that kind of. He's not going to be like that, bro.
No,
it's not, bro.
Alright, so if Aubameyang plays in this combined 11, who's the creator?
Whoever, Salah, Mane, Firmino, Torreira.
But he's not my creator. Firmino's my creator.
No.
That's the point I'm making. Because we haven't got a number 10. Unless we're changing formation and go 43 and put Ozil behind. If we had Ozil in there, and even then, what I would do is Firmino behind Aubameyang. If we're doing that, if we're doing 43-1.
That's exactly what I would do.
But we didn't go 43-1.
That was exactly what I would do. I'll go Firmino behind Aubameyang. But he didn't do that. Aubameyang goes in.
Yeah, but in that 3, who's creating for Aubameyang?
He creates himself. What do you mean?
No, he's not.
What do you mean he's not?
Don't be silly now.
You've not seen the 22 goals he scored last season. How many of them were created for him? He creates himself.
Don't be so silly now.
Do you not see the goal he scored against Crystal Palace? He picks up the ball from the right wing, cut in through 3 man and banged it in from the edge of the box. What do you mean? Don't be so silly. He creates
but that's completely different to what I'm talking about.
But no, but you're saying, but you just said to me he's not going to create himself. I'm telling you he is. But I'm saying he can do both. Because I can tell you, at the same time, he linked up with Lacazette and scored goals.
What I said was that who's going to be the creator? As in, who's going to create the goals for Aubameyang? Is he creating for himself?
Salah Mane.
But that's not. But they. So you don't.
How many assists did they get from each other last season?
So that means they are now the wingers. If you're saying that.
Of course they are the wingers. I'm saying. I've never denied it.
But you just said you said we're acting like now they'll just become right wingers and left wingers.
No, right midfielders and left midfielders. But I'm saying they're going to be wingers, yeah. But they're also going to be scoring goals.
That's not their best. Their best is as inside forwards.
They'll still be doing that. You think you're going to stop Salah Mane being inside forwards just because Aubameyang's there?
Well, if they do, then Aubameyang becomes less effective.
No,
because he's not.
No, he doesn't. If you give him the ball in the edge of the area, what do you think? He's going to be like, oh, I don't know what to do now.
He's going to be edge of the area.
No, but I'm saying, if you give Aubameyang the ball, just because Salah Mane's there, he's going to become ineffective because he can't just turn and bang a goal in the back of the net anyway.
Who's giving him the ball? Firmino is that link guy. Firmino is the one.
What are you trying to say? No one else in the team can pass.
No, what I'm saying is, my 11 will be more effective in doing it.
Because my team will bang 70 goals in a season, bro. Your team will get 50 and come second in the league. That's the difference. And I've said this to a bare Liverpool fan. If you had Aubameyang, you would win the league.
They wouldn't.
You would. It's simple. It's simple, bro.
I finished third behind Spurs.
You look at you might give Man City as an example. Man City, look at Man City. They've got a striker in Aguero.
Yeah.
They've got Sterling and Sane or whoever in the middle. But then who have they got in the middle? They've got David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, other people to create. In this 11 that we're picking, we've got these players that run a lot, maybe arrive late, have a pop, but none of them are number 10s.
But hold on a minute. But hold on. In our team, we've got Trent Alexander, who is the best world-class crosser in the ball. We've got Robertson, who basically does the same thing. We've got Salah and Mane, who... How many assists did they get between each other seasons? I don't know.
No, but...
already we're talking about 60 assists in the season.
But Man City have that. Man City have that. So Man City's got the fullbacks. They've got the inside forwards. They've got Aguero.
Yeah.
But the De Bruyne and the David Silva, or if Bellerin in the middle, it's so important how they play because someone, even as well as that, having someone to create in the middle is very important.
100%.
In our team, we've got Wijnaldum and Torreira.
No, we ain't got Torreira.
No, I'm saying, but even if you pick Torreira,
we haven't. So we
no.
Go back
what I'm
to
saying is, you didn't pick a team.
Yeah.
Your middle. If you had said, I'm picking Ozil, for example. It would make more sense.
No, but I can't because I'm not going 4-2-3-1s. I couldn't pick Ozil.
Or even if you say I'm picking Ceballos, which you might not because it's only been one game or whatever. You would say he's the one who's going to create. That person in the middle to create. But it's not. That's why I'm picking Firmino. That's why I'm picking Firmino.
What we said it's not. Like Henderson can't create goals.
Apparently
he's better. He's better than Torreira.
But is he better than a De Bruyne or a David Silva?
Of course not.
And that's what I want my number.
So your Firmino is better than Silva and De Bruyne. Then
he'll be more effective than Aubameyang.
No, he won't.
Because someone has to create in the middle. Is the point I'm making.
You don't need to because you adjust to the team you have.
You can't just say, oh, everything got on the wing. You need something in the middle as well.
But you got that. But you think these men are dead, bro? Wijnaldum and
they're not creating. They're not creating like
bro.
Them man are making. They're not.
So what do you think they're gonna do? Just sit there and stand in the middle of the pitch and not do nothing?
Firmino is 9.5, a number 10, a false 9. Aubameyang's there. Who is that person there? Is the point I'm making.
Whoever you put in there,
they're not good enough.
But for me, of course they are because you've got Trent, you've got Robertson, you've got Salah, you've got Mane, you've got Aubameyang. That team can create goals for themselves. You're telling me that they need an extra person in there? I'm
not even saying they can't create goals. I'm not saying Aubameyang won't score any goals in this team. I'm just saying that I think the Firmino.
That's so bad. Why are you dashing there for Mane and leave Firmino up top?
Because he's not a left winger. He's a striker.
I think Firmino as the false 9 is more effective with Mane and Salah as the inside forwards, narrow, than
I agree.
Aubameyang up top through the middle.
Disagree.
No,
I would have.
But
I said I would have Firmino
even if
in
he
behind.
wasn't more effective, he's just a better player than him.
He is.
He's not.
I'm not picking the best players.
No, he's not.
He's a better player than him.
And the way you ban that out, he's just not as good of a goal scorer. Like that's not his. Like a goal scorer is not the striker's main
But
attribute.
that's why you got Salah and Mane.
But man.
I got two.
Yeah, but I'm getting man for man. Who is better as a striker? It's a better.
Oh, who's better? But okay, who?
But you're labeling it as a striker.
Yeah,
That's what I'm choosing.
No, but
choose a 4-3-3.
No, but as
striker.
Nigga said earlier, right? Football has evolved, and we've evolved so that the cam position doesn't really exist anymore.
Right.
A very few teams still play it, right?
Yeah.
The cam position doesn't evolve no more. Now we don't call it strikers. We call these people forwards. We're playing with 3 forwards.
Yeah.
And who is the better forward? I'd have to call it as is. Firmino's a better player than Aubameyang. Playing as a forward. Playing as a forward.
Yeah,
he is a better player than Aubameyang.
You're
You're saying, oh, striker, goals. Because even as a striker, as outright scoring goals and nicking goals and being lethal and clinical, you might even argue that he's better than Kane. But Kane's a better player than Aubameyang. Overall, Kane is a better player than Aubameyang.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But it's the same thing with Firmino. Firmino's a better player than Aubameyang.
No, he's not. But he's not. But the thing is, Carl, you do nothing to tell me that he is. You're just telling me he's better, but he's not.
I can list it all, but
Go on,
but you just
list it all.
literally there's no
But
point.
that's fine.
Because
It's a debate. It's a debate.
I barely even started. As I mentioned, he is linked.
No, but then you asked me, can he create? And then I'm asking you a question.
But I didn't link play. You're like, but I'm not can link.
Yeah, he can.
Wait, but who's better?
Aubameyang.
Oh, come on, man.
He's better.
Come on, Ramon.
The thing is, I'm surprised.
He's never been a Lacazette at linking play.
Oh, come on.
He's never been a Lacazette.
He's not.
Come on.
He's not. Why are you gassing this man so hard? I don't understand.
What, I'm guessing the man that just scored 22 Premier League goals and won the Golden Boot last season. What, am I going over the top and saying that he banged 33 goals in 50 games?
And we've got Salah and Mane for that.
But what? So you got Salah and Mane, you can't have another person that could score goals? It's too much. Too many goals is too much.
How did they score it? Firmino was the key.
What? So what?
Firmino was the key.
Aubameyang didn't have Salah for Mane. Maybe if Aubameyang had Mane and Salah,
them two would have scored 22 goals.
Maybe they'll score even more. You're making an assumption that you don't know.
You're right. Of course we are. That's why combined levels.
Exactly. But you can't just say that he won't do it. You can't say he won't do it.
I know he won't. That's why he's not in my team.
Aubameyang's too sick, bro. Aubameyang's better than Firmino. It's simple. That's simple. I agree that Firmino in a system that Liverpool play works sick for them. I 100% agree. I can't deny that he doesn't. But I'm saying Aubameyang is a better player and a better striker than Firmino. And he's proved it.
No, he has.
He's come to the Premier League and banged 33 goals in 50 games, bro. That's, as a striker, Firmino ain't got that.
Have you seen how technically sick Firmino is?
Have you seen how technically sick Aubameyang is?
Nope, I haven't.
Are you mad? What have you been watching? You've been watching La Liga too much, bro.
The same football.
The man picks up the ball and bangs it from the edge there and it goes in the back of the net. And Aubameyang, just because you ain't got him in your fantasy team, you can't see it.
Wait, he was my captain when he scored that goal.
Remember when Firmino ran through the Arsenal team?
Yeah,
Aubameyang ain't got that.
Aubameyang's got that. He did that against Crystal Palace.
Wait, I said through the Arsenal team.
Because the Palace team is better than the Arsenal team defensively.
Speaking of
so what? Wait, you went referee? Wait, Firmino ran past Mustafi. Well done. What, you think Aubameyang can't do that in training?
I think Torreira did that.
He scored a hat-trick against Arsenal
as well.
He scored a hat-trick against Arsenal.
Yeah, he did in that game.
What's your point? We said Aubameyang can't score a hat-trick against Arsenal. Probably does it week in, week out in training, bro. He'll score 5.
Listen, not only does this he comes deep, gets the ball. He creates space by his movement, space that allows Mane and Salah to attack the goal. Now, I'm not saying you might say, "Oh, these men will be in the in the attacking positions already if they're not there." But I've seen where you've got a player who plays within the width of the 18-yard box, how it affects those around. Now, I'm not comparing the two. But you look at someone like Lukaku, there's a reason why, whether as an individual he may score more goals, than a Rashford or a Martial. How does that affect the team? Do the team benefit from one guy banging 15, 20 goals in the season? Or can you get more out of the team by put in certain players, a Lingard, a Martial, a Rashford, you know, say a Dan James, whatever, to get the team more goals. Now, by Firmino moving deep and allowing space for Mane and Salah, I think that's key for how well they performed. It's not, for me, it's not a coincidence. It's not a case of even if Firmino wasn't there, they will still score X, Y, Z. I think it goes hand in hand. He also gets his fair share of goals. I think he got 15 or so last season. Scored goals in the Champions League.
He also got 13 assists.
And which is probably, because his goals and assists are pretty much pretty similar. That's what you're bringing to the team. Now the assist is just a final pass. How many goals did he create outside of the assist that he made? Additionally, man's doing it in the Champions League. Aubameyang was playing in the Europa League. But I'm saying, what we judging on? We're judging the answer is form. Is it last that? Man was doing it against the best.
Yeah.
Week in, week out, whether we were scoring or not. There's a reason why, as Klopp said, he's the first name on the team sheet because he's the key.
Klopp's a gas man.
He's the key to how.
The last name, who's there? Firmino, yeah.
He's the key to how Liverpool play. We saw it in the Super Cup. He came off the bench, changed the game. Absolutely changed the game. Now, I'm just saying that Aubameyang is not a good player or great player, whatever. He is. But how do I get the best out of my team? How do I get the best out of Salah and Mane? And I think it's either having a creator, a number 10, but we don't have that. So it has to be Firmino. Because I think the team would work better with someone who can get in between the lines, either run from deep, or create space for Firmino and Salah and Mane to come in. And then that allows the fullbacks.
Would you, a question, would you have Firmino over Aguero in that same system?
No. And I tell you why. Because it would be a Liverpool Man City combined 11 and I'd have De Bruyne in my team.
No, forget that. In this team, in this system, you got a choice of Aguero.
Oh, so Aguero's playing at Arsenal. So I'll say Aguero's playing at Arsenal, for example.
Well, yeah, for example, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Would you have Aguero over
Firmino?
It's a very tough one.
I have Firmino.
Because Aguero's more than number 9 anyway.
No, he is. No,
he's not. He's less of a traditional number 9 than Aubameyang is. So I don't think it's straight. But if someone said they'll have Firmino over Aguero, I mean, I'm not necessarily gonna say you're wrong, but I love Aguero, so I might have to put Aguero in.
But do you know what it is as well on that?
Because Aguero does.
But you know what it's on that note. But Aguero is also. We're used to seeing Aguero in a 4-3-3 formation as a striker, as a playing with someone like Sterling, who again can play as an inside forward, does cut in quite a lot, gets a lot of his goals coming in. Maybe not necessarily the same as Sane, but maybe Bernardo Silva, who might do similar. So we're used to seeing him being in that position to scoring goals, and I feel like with Aubameyang, we haven't seen that because it's not how Arsenal have been playing in the past year and a half. Or Dortmund. More so in Dortmund, because Dortmund did play 4-3-3 when Royce was fit. They did play a bit more, but then again, there was time when
you can tell because of his style of play, the way he plays football. You can just tell. Like I'm not saying you can't see it, but I'm saying it's easier to see with Aguero because you put him in. But then if you put Aguero with a 2-man up top, Aguero will still be lethal the same way.
But then, I've seen 2 different Agueros in a 4-3-3. Aguero pre-Pep and post-Pep. Pre-Pep, he was much more like that Aubameyang. I'm a striker, I'm just there for goals. You lot do X, Y, Z, I'm ready. When you get the ball in between, I come alive. This Aguero is different. Pep said, no, I need more from you. And he got kicked out the backside when Jesus came in. Got back, that was just a little thing to get Aguero going. He was never going to get that place. That place was never going to get taken from him. He got his act together as Pep wanted. And now he's more than just... That's why Sterling can score so much goals, because Aguero's not just hogging the 6-yard box or the 18-yard box. And you may say...
So before Pep came, would you have even seen him be able to do that?
Yeah.
Actually,
in the same role that he's doing now.
It's when you say that. Maybe not the same role, but this is when I used to play FM 2006. He was a number 10. I used to put him behind the striker. So if I was like, oh, Aguero, yeah, he can play that. He can play that position. But no, based on how he had played in Man City before Pep, I wouldn't say that, because I remember even at the time when it happened, I was like, Pep, what kind of foolishness is it? Aguero is a striker. Man, if a goal, you can't drop him. I don't care. But obviously, Pep is looking at, all right, you can get. If you stay a striker, you'll get 25 goals and win the Golden Boot, maybe, if you stay fit. But my team will only get 75 goals. If you only get 15 or 18, but by playing how I want you to play, the left winger's going to get 50 and the right winger's going to get 50. And as a collective, we're going to get 100. I can't say I saw it coming, but obviously he's shown he can do that. Now, yeah, but I mean, you could argue that maybe if he had to do it, he could. I can't say I've seen it, that he can do it. But then I can only judge and pick my team based on what I've seen. But
I'm also not even saying that he has to become that guy. But the point I'm trying to make is that it's very easy to see. It's very easy to see a player in a certain formation to say that's all he does because that's all we've seen him do. His ability to do. What I'm saying is, if you put him in the 4-3-3 for Liverpool are not going to be playing the same way. They're not going to be playing, and so to say he will be having to drop in deep won't happen, because that's not the type of player. But it may mean that the team has to work more from the midfield. It may mean that Salah and Mane have to adjust their game slightly. It's not going to be for me. I don't feel like Aubameyang being in there is going to hinder the whole way Salah and Mane play their game, because when Salah and Mane get the ball and they want to drive at goal, they will drive at goal. And if it means Aubameyang drops back, like I've seen him do for Arsenal, when Lacazette's playing in them goal, and he has to drop back to get the ball on the edge of the box. I'm not saying centre circle, but I'm saying on the edge of the box to drop back to create space for other people to come in. He will do that. Like he's capable of doing that. He has done that. So I'm saying, if you're expecting to see him in the full
space, or is he looking for the sweat cutback?
What, you do both. When you look for the cutback, you create space. So whatever way, however you want to look at it, he will do the same situation. I think it's very easy to see it because we can see Liverpool's team. So we can see how it works. It's perfect information. So that's why it's easy when you do a combined 11 to pick the same team, that the better team, because they're the better team, and see how it works.
I hear what you're saying. But there's certain players that I can just see. Like say for example, Lewandowski. I'd pick Lewandowski over Firmino, because I can see him being able to play that role. I look at him and I just say, you know what, he can do it. They don't even play 4-3-3 in the same way that Liverpool play 4-3-3, Bayern Munich. But I can see it in him. I can see that he's capable. There's just the things that he's able to do, that Aubameyang can't do. And I just don't see Aubameyang being able to play that role. It's the same thing with Stone said, oh, could you see, like Nick was saying before Pep came, could you see Aguero playing that role? I could, because of the things that he's capable of doing. He's small, he's nimble, he's agile, he can pass, he can create, he can pretty much do what you ask him to. Can you change the type of player that Aubameyang is? I can't see it. He's quick, he's like a pocket, it's like Jermaine Defoe. Like, could you see Jermaine Defoe playing any other role? No, I can't see Jermaine Defoe playing any other role.
But you couldn't see Berbatov, for example.
Yeah, Berbatov, or like Jimenez at Wolves. I can see him playing a different role, more than capable. But I can't see that in Aubameyang.
But I'm not asking Aubameyang to play a different role. This is the thing. I'm not asking him. I'm not asking him to just do your thing up front as a striker. So I'm not asking him to change.
He don't get in the team.
That's why Firmino gets.
That's why Firmino gets in the team over.
Because I don't want that.
Yeah, but okay, but
no.
It just means that your play, the way you play your team is different.
I ain't even saying you're wrong to put him in the team, but I do think Firmino is a better player, better footballer.
No, I can't agree with that. Aubameyang's a better footballer.